Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. I hope you're all doing really well. A few weeks back, this parcel arrived. It came from our good friend Michael Tharme, who you may remember sent us some really detailed fossil and skeletal magnets, and he sent us a new batch for review. Three Arm Creations creates beautiful dinosaur related merchandise. You can find his Etsy store in the information down below in the little description, so please do go and check out his shop if you haven't already. But today we're going to be taking a closer look at some of his latest magnets, some of the latest additions to his shop, and we're taking a close-up look at each one. So I'm really excited to break this one out of the packaging. Now I am armed with my cup of tea. Here we go. I'm still using the Switzerland mug. Hello to all the Swiss viewers. And I've got my trusty craft knife here. And we're going to try and break open this box. Now it is very carefully sellotaped. We've had quite a lot of bad weather here in the UK recently. We've had a lot of snow and a bit of rain. So that was probably a good idea to pack it like this. We've got this beautiful Jurassic Park logo on the front of the box. And he even used the Jurassic Park font for the address. Thank you for that, Mike. I always appreciate those little details, and you certainly have an eye for detail. Oh, right, we seem to have penetrated a bubble wrap fortress. And I'm going to put the trusty craft knife aside for 1 minute. And wow, okay, we have a veritable horde of magnets going on. Look at this, guys. This is going to be fantastic. Now, I think in somewhere here there is a letter. I hope you don't mind, Mike, but I'm going to paraphrase this letter. I've just read through it, and essentially he started a new 2-year master's course in stop motion animation. If you don't know Mike, he's a big stop motion animation fan. Basically he builds armatures. He's incredibly talented, and that's fantastic. I'm really pleased for you. He's saying at the moment DIY versions of the magnets will still be available for purchase, but he's in the process of restocking the more painted versions, so he's just letting you know about that. Some of you have already seen the Jurassic Park 25th anniversary Steven paint job he's done. He's made 10 in total, and currently there are fewer than 3 left for purchase, so make sure you grab those. And if you remember last time, he sent over a teaser magnet design, and he showed a hip bone, and you'll now get to see the whole of Diana, named after the late wife of Ray Harryhausen, in all her glory in 2 different paint schemes. He says, I hope you all enjoy the designs and paint jobs. I always appreciate people's comments and questions in JC's videos, and I will keep my eyes peeled to answer any if needed. Bite you all later. Thank you, Mike. So let's take a bundle of these magnets, and we'll get started. Okay, so let's kick off with all of these. These are the fossil range, and they come in unpainted raw castings. Those are £2, and then I believe each of these painted versions are £5. And it's really beautiful because Mike spends so much time on each of these, making sure that they look absolutely perfect. So you know that you're going to get a real handmade beautiful piece. Let's start off by looking at the Spinosaurus up here. This is in kind of a blue stone, but what I really like about this one is the fact that he's picked out the teeth in a glossy paint, which is really nice and just really stands out if you had this on your fridge. Then there's the Yellowstone variant. Really nice, really realistic, again with the gloss picking out those teeth. Then we've got like a dark blue stone version going on, again with the glossy teeth. And I just think this looks absolutely incredible. You've got to remember that Mike sculpted these by hand, cast them in resin by hand, and then hand painted these. So for £5, you're getting something that's worth far more. I mean, I would pay over £20 for something that's that handmade. So yeah, just really nice pieces from Mike. This is the chrome etched version, and you'll see this in the other sculpts. Really nice. It's almost like a... Yeah, I don't know if you remember those old pictures that you used to get where you could scratch out from a black piece of paper and it would reveal the chrome underneath. That's what this reminds me of. But it's got that sort of beaten metallic look. Really cool. So then we've got the raptor claw here. Really beautiful. I love the sculpt work that he's done on the rock, making it look like it's been carved out by a careful paleontologist, and I love the cracks in the rock and the way that he's weathered that. It just looks really genuine. Then we've got the Yellowstone again. So these are £5 each, and these do sell out really quickly. So go and check out Mike's store. I can't praise his work enough. They are just beautiful. And I'm so happy to have something like this on the channel, because I think it's really nice to showcase the creative stuff that's going on in the Jurassic Park community. And Mike's a big part of that. So this is a dromaeosaurid footprint. And I at first thought this was a velociraptor footprint, but it does look bulkier. And this is sort of like the light blue stone. And what I like about this is he's actually used a different colour in the footprint, which kind of makes me think it's almost like it's pushing through to the sediment layers below. But it just looks really genuine. It reminds me of the reboard display bases. That's the kind of quality that you're getting, even better. I mean, it's so much love has gone into these, Mike. Really wonderful job. Let's have a look at this one. This is a dark blue stone. And I just love the weathering that you've done around here. That dry brushing to bring out all that detail. Here's the chrome etched dromaeosaurid footprint. And then we've got these crinoids, which are sort of like aquatic fossils. I think it was like sea life that lived under the sea. So you might have seen these in your museums. If you're looking at fossils, you quite often see crinoids. Really nice. For me, this harks back to my childhood of visiting museums and being fascinated by fossils, but brings it up to date with these beautiful colour schemes. So yeah, so that's all of the fossil magnets, and don't forget you can get the blank ones if you'd like to be creative and paint them yourself. And these are much cheaper, £2, so it's much better value for money if you want to paint your own, and you get that journey of painting one and weathering it yourself. Okay, next up we got these four, and these are what I'd call the nostalgia magnets for me. You can see first off we got the Spinosaurus here in chrome set against red. For years, Jurassic Park branding for the trilogy was this kind of chrome skeleton set against dark red, and this is very reminiscent. Both of these are, I believe these are £6 each. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. Now these two are special 25th anniversary Jurassic Park editions called Steven. And I think Mike may have sold out of these, but what I love about these is that they're hand painted. So that logo, that sunset backdrop, is hand painted by Mike. It's incredible, Mike. I just can't get over that. And he's also got this glossy version with a matte skull. Now I think these are sold out at the moment, but if you give Mike a shout via his Etsy store, you can find out what the status is on those. But I did want to highlight how beautiful these are and how much I love those. I really want to get one of these off of Mike, so I really hope he hasn't sold out of these. But yeah, this is definitely my favourite out of the whole set, Mike. These are the ones that appeal to me the most, being a Jurassic Park nerd. Okay, so you may remember in the last video from Mike Tharme, we had this piece of the Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton, and today we get to look at the whole beautiful thing. So this is Diana. She's named after Ray Harryhausen's wife, and she is beautiful. This is the Yellowstone variation. This is £20 for this painted version altogether, and you get all of these magnets that fit together to form the Tyrannosaurus Rex fossilized skeleton, and it's just incredible. I mean, you can imagine this being on your fridge, and you've got the kind of problem solving of putting this thing together, because it's laid out as if it were found at a dig site. You know, all the bones are sort of disheveled. It looks really naturalistic. So it's perfect for dinosaur fans. And each of these have individual magnets, so you know they're going to be safe on your fridge. Again, cast in resin, beautifully hand painted. Just look at that incredible quality. And I love the little gloss highlights he's got on the teeth there. I mean, this thing looks genuine. It looks like someone has taken a giant chunk of fossilized T-Rex skull and shrunk it down to a magnet-sized piece. And that is just incredible. What I love as well is if I bring this one out, you can see you've got individual ribs there. And they've all been carefully sculpted, hand sculpted by Mike Tharme. Just incredible. I don't know how you did this, Mike. You are a genius. To be able to sculpt this kind of level of fossilized detail is just a real talent. So yeah, so that is Diana. £20 for the whole set Again, Etsy shop link is down below. Okay, and here we have the chrome etched variation of Diana. Again, £20 for this whole set, and they're all separable magnet pieces, so you can spend time putting this together and taking it apart on your fridge. Really nice. And here's a closer look at the detail you'll get on these chrome etched versions. £20 is so little, and to be honest, Mike, I think you are underselling these because they're so beautiful. To think that you've made these by hand, cast them in resin, I mean, you're getting such a deal. So grab these while they are at such a good price, because I don't think you're going to regret it, and you won't find magnets of this quality in the shops. It's really nice to see someone being so artisanal and creating such wonderful pieces for Jurassic Park and dinosaur fans. Really, really nice. What I also like is the fact that this Diana skeleton stems from the fact that he already had this skull magnet, which was kind of like one of the first ones he did. And that's kind of become the basis for this whole skeletal magnet. So that's really cool to see this kind of source of the inspiration. And last but not least, we have the Diana skeleton in its raw cast form, and each of these do have the magnets prepared and ready. Now this set is cheaper. This is £15 because obviously you're not getting the paint scheme. But what I would say is I implore you guys to buy one of these raw unpainted sets and paint them yourself, because you will enjoy the process of painting and weathering these. Do a little bit of reading up on YouTube or wherever to find out about weathering and model making techniques, painting, and I think you will enjoy this process. You can make them look like fossils yourselves, and you'll get more ownership over the piece when you put it on your fridge. It also makes a really nice gift for young ones or creative minds. You can give them to people and say, you know, I thought you'd enjoy the process of painting these, and then you get that lovely feeling of ownership at the end. Okay guys, that was a look at the new Mike Tharme magnets. Thank you to Mike for sending all of these over. They are incredible. I'm in awe of your talent, and yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, Mike. Be sure to check out his website. Link to his shop is down below. In the meantime, guys, rate, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.